I hear everything perfectly fine. It sounds better for me because I don't hear an echo anymore.
Echo, 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 echo.
You're an idiot. You're an idiot.
What am I doing right now? Oh yeah. So there might be though.
And then when you're in the character app, Jess, you could just swipe left or right to go to a different area. Okay, cool.
I figured that out slowly but surely.
Cool. Because I just figured that out yesterday. So because I play as a player, and I've been hitting like there's like
squares.
Yep, I just learned. So.
There's gonna be a little bit of a thing right now.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
And I've been hitting like there's like
Because you guys were gonna want to end in an hour and a half, so I'd rather play
Check
now.
1 2. Hey 1 2. Check 1 2.
It doesn't matter.
Check 1 2.
Because you guys were gonna want to end. I just learned. Check 1 2. Hey 1 2. Check 1 2.
That was better. Steven just wants to play D&D.
Yeah, I don't
because that's what
fucking
we're
care
here
about
for.
streaming.
This is what we're here for.
I do, goddammit. I do care.
Yeah.
Wanna know why? Because when we're 70 years old, we're gonna want to go back, and the fact that I didn't take 2 seconds to adjust the audio, we're gonna be so pissed off and grumpy about. I am.
Yeah. Well,
No, you
good
won't.
for you.
You'll be too busy yelling
Well,
at children
I
on our
won't
front lawn.
know. I won't
Okay.
know because I fixed
So-
it.
Traveling from Anadbyre City for one main reason, to find the 2 missing Leonin that were sold to Captain Ackleback from the gentleman after saving the 20 others that were going to be sold. But you ended up saving 20 of them, and the 2 ended up being taken to where? In Waterdeep.
Should be
And
the
for
other
the
way.
what exact reasons, you're not aware of. But Queen Lorenzi provided you with a single contact there, someone by the name of Laurel Silverhand, who she knows as the member of the Lord's Alliance that connects major port cities across Faerun as a communication and resource network. You were also using this time to learn about the various attacks that happened against the Nadbyre, if there were any information in Waterdeep, which you ended up learning that there's a lot. And so you traveled along the long road that connected you, all the way to Waterdeep. And from what you both know of Waterdeep, it's the second largest port city with the most diverse people and culture. It's basically called it's a metropolis of splendor. And upon traveling the long road, toward the end of your journey, you encounter Halifarin Ferngrove and the entire Elven Druidic clan. After some time with them, you learn that their city was attacked just a week ago from vicious, explosive fire consuming the entire city, which is called the Forestry of Menelin. And once they heard that Waterdeep was taken in, they were taken in refugees due to the other cities that were recently attacked, they quickly moved and decided to go to Waterdeep. Therefore, you connected with the leaders of the clan, namely Granan, and it was a quick shift from your desire to learn more to his desire to learn more about what you were talking about with the similarities within these attacks based on Anadbyre and their city, and in particular when you said the word drow. You then get a major history lesson about the drow, who they are and how they were thought to be extinct, but they obviously could not be farther from the truth. And upon traveling more, you finally make your way, connecting from the long road to the high road and straight over to the north gate of Waterdeep. And so you notice a massive extension of people waiting in line to enter the city, people of different race and size, people that look hurt and deeply distressed, and some of them are being turned away. And you eventually run up to the entrance and almost get turned away with brute force. but you managed to talk your way through, saying that you know of information about the attacks, to which the guard obliges you and says he'd be willing to look into the name that you gave him of that person, Laurel Silverhand, which when you did tell him that, he did look confused about the name. But anyway, you get back in line and wait until your turn to enter. One by one, you get closer until it's your turn. At that point, you get up to the front of the line at the massive 40-foot tall gate that is that is connected to the main entrance to the city. Eventually, you see 4 guards that are in front of you that like make their way towards you both, one at each of you, one to Isaac on the cart, and one that stands there with a long sort of like roll of paper of sorts and a quill with a side table that has different weapons and different items, bags, and a quill with ink. And he starts taking out and he goes, 4 names and where you're from.
DM, where's the guard that we talked to earlier?
So there are technically 16 guards that are all up front, and he's basically along the side where he last talked to Nova, towards like the wall, where you guys are about 20 feet from the wall and to the entrance into it.
Got it.
So this is a new guard that's a new set of guards that are speaking to you. He's not with you at this point.
Okay.
Is there any other questions before, like, about last session or anything like that?
So my only question would have been, in regards to this right now, the guard that she spoke to that we interacted with earlier is not involved in this stuff going on here. He's just kind of like manning the door.
Manning the door, he was going up and down the line at one point, but the time that you connected with him, he was at the very front.
Okay, that's all I had.
Cool.
My thing is, we've never really discussed where I'm from because I never got really specific. We're gonna have to talk more about my character because we haven't yet.
It's really, yeah, at this point, if you look at Faerun here, we can do really quick. Literally, it honestly doesn't really matter too much.
Okay.
South here is typically like there's more swampy areas. I mean, there's marshes. There's different like where do you want to be from?
I know. I'm pretty sure I said in my thing that I was from like an island of sorts.
Okay.
Pick me an island.
Gundarlon.
Sure. I'm gonna write that down because I'm not gonna remember that.
Cool. Nova and Jarvis, I like that. I didn't even see that.
Hot taste. The
Cool.
dynamic duo.
There it is. I mean, we don't know your name, technically, too. So. Oh, that smile. But again, he looks at you and says, names and where you're from. And he's a very tall human, that full metal, metallic bronze and silver garb with that little emblem of a shield with a moon that's upside down with like a water with 3 stars underneath it, like a river.
You see Jarvis kind of take a breath like he's about to speak, and then he stops himself, and he kind of looks at Nova, takes a step back.
I'm in charge. She doesn't say that, but she does think it for sure. In her brain, she's like, "This is my time to shine."
I love it.
And she steps forward, and she's like, "My name is Nova Kashana of Gundarland, and these are my compatriots." And she kind of bring it on in, act like you like me.
My name's as you see the guard take Isaac out of the cart, and like basically patting him down. He goes, Isaac Potts, I'm from near Cormier. Hey, okay. And what about you?
My name's Jarvis Echo, and I am from. And he hesitates for a second. I'm from Candlekeep.
Candlekeep. He looks at you for a moment. He writes your name down. Now, do any of you carry any hazardous, magical infused ore? What weaponry do you hold? As he's looking at you. At this point, all three of you are in a line, and the guards are actually patting you down. So you're being physically touched, moved. So to take in what exactly is on your person that they're going to be touching.
We're like, well, let's find out. Okay. What you got?
I have a grappling gun on me.
You do have a grappling
I have
gun.
a quarterstaff on me. I have rope on me. The tube of smoke, which is smoke grenade.
Oh my god, you have
Oh,
so much this could be so bad.
and I have a dart,
Nova?
like a throwing dart.
I have so much crap on me. For being as small as I am, I have so much crap.
2 quarterstaffs. Sorry,
Well, I've got like,
it's the weapons.
I have a great axe. I also have a mirror. I have a pike. I have rope darts. I have 2 short swords. Oh, I have hairspray. Like, I am not a threat, but I am definitely a threat. You have a bomb, and I have tons of weaponry.
This is gonna be fun.
And then Isaac has just guns. Guns on guns.
Hold on 1 second. My fucking wife.
That's on stream.
Look at him.
Okay. At this point, as you guys get pat, how about this? Is there anything that you're trying to keep concealed?
Nah.
Is there anything I'm trying to keep concealed?
No.
No, the quarterstaffs I have 2 quarterstaffs. Both of them are on my person, and it's hard to conceal those.
Yeah,
no.
He asked you this question. Do you carry any hazardous magical weaponry, anything that's infused with the arcane? What do you say or do? As they're patting you down, now officially taking your bags.
Question. Does my cloak count?
I would say they would have to really check your cloak to understand
know
that
if
it's
it-
a magical
Okay.
item.
Can I try to? I would like to try and
Oh my god.
conceal the tube of smoke.
How would you like to do that?
Are you gonna step in your butt?
Because they're on you right now.
Yeah. So you said they're taking the bags. I have it in a bag. So I
How about
would
this?
like to.
How about this? Just to let you guys know, I feel like you guys would have known about that. You would have seen them do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I will allow you to make a decision.
I'm good.
Okay?
I don't have anything.
Well, if
that
they're
I
patting
think
us
they would
down,
like.
yeah, and if they're patting us down, there was no way. I want to pull it from the bag when they grab the bag from me.
Sleight of hand, correct?
Yeah, so that it's not on my person and it's not in the bag. You understand what I'm saying?
So where do you want it to go?
So they're patting me down. They finished that. I don't have anything on me. Like
So
the
you're-
tube. I don't
yes,
have
so-
they don't find the tube of smoke. It's in the bag. They grab the bag. When they grab the bag, I'd like to try to grab the tube of smoke and then put it on my person discreetly.
So you both. So again, visualize this. You're going into the bag while they're picking up the bag.
Well, yes.
So
I'm just real quick grabbing the tube of smoke out of there and concealing it before they take it.
Good luck, buddy. You're gonna blow
Okay.
this for us.
So because you're doing it directly in front of them, you can make a sleight of hand check at disadvantage.
Yeah, I was about to say this is.
Because you're literally doing it like in front of them. Because you're
Do
going
you
into the
technically
bag.
have it?
I do. I did not use it.
Okay. Flip. Which side's what? What side's what?
Tails, bitch,
It's
Is-
2.
is 2, and then heads.
Okay. Flip it.
Tails, bitch.
So technically, you're rolling.
3.
At advantage?
You are technically rolling at advantage now. Fuck!
Haha! Still, this is gonna go really bad.
And this is a sleight of hand, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
18. 18 and a 10. I got an 18 plus 4, 22.
You play a risky game.
Okay.
God, we could roll in.
How do you do this?
Exactly as I described. So, very careful about knowing where the tube of smoke is. I want them to finish patting me down, and then they go for the bags. And as soon as they go for the bags, I know exactly where the tube of smoke is. And as I'm kind of handing it to them, there's like a handoff where I real quick grab it and kind of put it like back in my.
You have like a pouch on you, right?
Yeah, no, just on me somewhere, like in my waistline or something like that. I just kind of like slip it in to my robes.
You do that. The guard that's like, he's like, I don't need your help. As he pulls away, and just in that perfect moment, he pulls away quickly.
Yeah, which is enough movement for me to real quick kind of like, just make it look like I was just scratching myself.
Oh, I fucking thought I had you, fucking piece of shit.
Inspiration coin.
I love it. That's so good. Destroy your DM. I love it. Okay,
He hates it.
Nova,
I feel like we
Isaac.
You, Steven.
You see one of them kind of say, "Hey, sir, can you take a look at this?" That one that had the pointed quill looks. He pulls and shows him Isaac's gun,
Yeah.
and
Which is what we
you
expect.
you hear Isaac go, that's a personal, that's weaponry, but I promise I don't fire. He's like, take a look, hands it, puts it on the table. One of the other guards takes a look. There's some chatter quick between them. He says, 24 hours you can come repossess your item. Headed over at the watchtower in the castle ward. Tomorrow.
Guys, is that really necessary?
The one that was absolutely it's necessary. Do you think that weaponry like this may have some sort of connection to the recent attacks amongst all 4 of the locations that have been cities that have been destroyed?
I mean, it doesn't make any sense for us to come back if we were a part of that. I mean, this guy was talking to us. He knows what we're here for. I mean, he can't you? And I go over there and I kind of like call out for him.
You call out for him. He's looking over there. He kind of does one of these. He just looks down.
And I look over at Nova. Nova, hey, you were talking to him.
Like, sir?
Rolls his eyes. He comes up to you, looks at both of you. Go ahead, Jarvis, and make another persuasion check.
Jarvis is making a persuasion check?
I'm talking.
Yeah, I'm talking. Because you gotta chat your lips.
She called him over too.
After you decided to say, "Hey, Nova, you know, it's all
Yeah.
you, buddy. It's not her. It's you."
Not me when you decide.
18 minus
God.
3, 15.
He looks over to the other guards. I mean, listen, I did speak to them, and they seem pretty, not difficult to work with. That same guard that was taking note, it doesn't matter if they were difficult to work with or not. If you want your weapon, after we investigate it thoroughly, 24 hours, you can have it back.
That doesn't seem right. I mean,
Oh my God, Jarvis.
the guy's got to be able to. He's got to be able to protect himself. That's all he's got to protect himself.
Isaac kind of pops over by you. He's like, "Hey, listen, it's not a big deal. Guys, 24 hours isn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, it's not that big a deal.
They're just
let
gonna
it
look
go.
at it.
Just let it go. This is better to just let it go.
Then he says, "Do you know of anyone in the city to whom you will be staying with?"
Yeah, what was her name?
Laurel Silverhand.
So you say you are going to be staying with this person.
Well, we're saying we're gonna see if
No,
we
yeah,
can
no,
stay with
yes.
this person. I'm
We're
not getting in trouble.
We're staying with her.
I'm not getting in trouble. Jarvis is a bunch of trouble.
So you got to tell your DM, what are you saying, or what are you not saying?
Jarvis just pulls Nova aside and whispers, "We have to say this name."
Okay, we could say this name, but we don't have to say that we're staying with them because
what's
there's
the
no
big deal?
guarantee. Because if they go check and look for us and we're not there, that's an issue.
Well, that's where we're going.
That makes us look suspicious.
It doesn't make us look suspicious.
Yes, it
It's
does.
fine. We're good. We're
It
fine.
does. It does make us look
Just say
suspicious.
it's just drop the name. It's the
Okay,
name that
that's
we
the
have.
plan. But don't say that we're staying with them. We're
It's
just saying
even
that
more
we're looking
suspicious
for
if
them.
we don't drop a name. If we don't know, we're
We're
just
gonna drop
it doesn't make
the
any
name,
sense.
but just we're not sure if we can stay there yet.
No, what? You are good lord. And he just turns
This is
around.
literally our lives.
Laurel Silverhand. That's who we're here to see.
The bites us in the butt. It's on you. buddy.
Multiple guards turn around. Even the one that you spoke to turns around and does like one of these. And several of them look and they go. Laurel, and that same one that was taking note, Laurel Silverhand, the lady mage of the city,
Yes.
the witch queen of the west.
Yes.
The Queen of Anadbyre City
What's her name?
sent us.
Queen Laurencia.
Did you say it?
Yes.
Did you say
I did. Because she's annoyed because he's just being too extra.
you? Hey, trust me. You know what? You're. Hopefully you see her. Hopefully you do. This fucking asshole. You think you're gonna be able to see Laurel Silverhand? She's just made herself known into the city. This is so silly. Which again, that's the first time you're ever hearing something like that being said to you two. And goes, and he basically he's like handed over and he grabs one of these like pieces like letters, like pieces of parchment, and hands it to you three. And he says, so if for some strange reason Laurel won't accept you, here are 3 locations of opportunity for you to stay. One is the Field of Triumph, one is the Griffinage, and one is outside the field in the South Gate. So if Laurel doesn't allow you to stay there, because I'm sure she's I'm sure one of the guards is like, they probably have a bed made for him. Yeah, okay. At that point, that's the rest of me. Is like, are they clean? Yeah, they're fine, whatever. Eventually, they get back into your cart. Isaac does, and he says, "You're free to go see Laurel Silverhand."
I hate these people.
Appreciate it.
What do you do?
So is the gate that big in this picture here?
I'm gonna assume so.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it was it was super. And like at the very top, you see like the bars and the points that could come down to be completely shut. Jarvis, just so you would know, I'll do this. I think hopefully both of you close your eyes. Close your eyes for 1 second. Yes, this is good. You can look. So this is like you guys. This is like what you saw a while back, Jarvis, in the air. You guys came in from over here. This is the north gate. So
Okay.
you're making your way in. Okay? These are a bunch of the fields that are right out in front. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, just so you can kind of get another beautiful picture. It's not as summery. Like, again, very cloudy skies. Very wet, very rainy over here on this side, obviously on the coast. So, anyway, I just wanted you to see that picture. Do you guys just enter? Like,
Jarvis is going to take flight.
so what do you do?
About 10 feet off the ground, not very high, but he is going to take flight, fly in.
So immediately you take flight. The guards surround and kind of stare and like look back. Eventually, some do take arms. They watch you very carefully. Because when you fly, you're not like just levitating slowly. Like you have to
No, you have to, like, take
you
off.
have to move. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
a
I
little
think-
bit of a running start, kind of couple steps, like he's going for a layup, and then he launches into the air.
The moment.
I want
Okay.
to blow some dust too. I want to make it a little bit dusty down there.
So
It's a little bit,
covered
yeah,
in
it's a little bit more muddy-esque, so you can kind of slick up some of like that, like dirty mud.
Yeah.
Nova, you see him, and both Isaac and Glarquan that are in the cart, they're the ones, like, they get hit with some mud too. And Isaac just kind of looks over at you, Nova, and goes, I don't really know if this is a real good idea for him to just start doing this kind of thing here.
He's not going to listen to me, obviously, as you could tell.
Well, what do we do if he ends up in a situation where, and I don't know.
I don't know. We just cover his butt until, I don't know, he makes a stupid enough decision that gets him to just listen for once.
Eventually, you start going in with. Are you on foot, Nova, or are
Yes.
you in the cart? You gonna get in the cart?
I can walk for a little bit.
You're fine. You're fine. The moment you start going through like the archway, that guard grabs you by the arm, the one that you spoke to originally, and he looks at you and says, "Listen, I'm gonna help you as much as I can, but trust me, you can't just be making scenes like this with your friend here."
I'm not trying to make a scene. He just doesn't listen to me. Hence why I came to talk to you and not him.
And you might need to make a decision here. This is not the place and not the time to be charismatic.
At this point, Jarvis is like 30 feet ahead, almost into the city, and he turns around in flight and yells to Nova and Isaac, "Hey, you guys coming?"
Stay out of trouble. Yeah,
I'll try
stay
to
out of
keep
trouble.
him.
I'll see you at dusk at the Bard's Tail. Okay?
Okay.
It's just inside near in the North Ward.
That sounds good. I'll try to keep him under control.
Entering in, you move in a little bit, and Jarvis, I need to know exactly where you're trying to fly. Like, are you trying to go high up above the city? Are you trying to just stay low and just kind of like fly around, flapping? Like,
Once I get into the city, I'll raise my altitude a little bit, maybe to 15 to 20 feet, but I'm not going to go any higher than 20 feet. So
Okay.
I'm wanting to stay, just at the height of the buildings.
so at that point, you notice that you're entering in. It looks a little bit more like a village itself. Doesn't look super city-esque. What you do is you see tall, like 3 to 5 story buildings that hang very, very tall wooden beam structures, some of which have like very strong lines that are connecting to certain windows. Seems like people are doing laundry out here. People are like throwing garbage from outside of their homes into the cobblestone road. Slush and mud is being sprung everywhere. People are out there walking and talking. There's a selection. It seems like this is much more of a selection of homes before you enter even into the city. There are homeless people that kind of are laying around on the ground, people that are huddled up, shaking, cold on the streets. The kind of color scheme and clothing that they're wearing are very, very dirty, commoner, rugged, like people that can't afford to live into the city and are making ends meet, are living out here, the village of Waterdeep, but confined into a main wall of the city. And again, Jarvis, there's a moment where you catch flight, and there's like, go ahead and make an acrobatics or a dex check for me.
Acrobatics 3 + 6 9.
There's a moment where you say that to them, turn around, take flight, you hit a beam like a line with laundry. And you fall to the ground, hitting the mud, slushing around with a bunch of what looks like to be women's undergarments that are like laying on your back. Nova and Isaac approach you as you're on the ground.
He just goes, "What the fuck was that?" And he's looking up and he's seeing the lines of clothes and stuff. And he's got a bra on his fucking shoulder. And he's like, "What the fuck?" And he just kind of looks up and he's like, "Jesus."
Make a perception check for me.
Natural 1 + 6 7.
Yeah, it's again too muddy, dirt in your eye as well. Trying to like get all the shit to like get up. Nova, what do you say you're doing right now as you see him do this?
Like, I'm walking up like a disappointed parent. And she's just shaking her head. Like, is this how you act when you come into a new city? I thought you were kind of low-key. Like, I get that we're a little bit more welcome here, but like, from what he said back there before you took flight, we need to keep a low profile here. This is not the place to like make a scene and draw attention.
And Jarvis just kind of gets up, gets the mud, like cleaning himself off as she's saying this, and he goes, "Low profile? Look at me."
Look at me, I'm purple, my dude.
The moment that you said "look at me" too, like there's like another woman kind of walks past you. I would not want to even look at you further. She kind of moves.
See?
Like, give me that, and she grabs her like undergarments from your like. Give me that.
We need to keep a low profile before we can get this information and whatnot. First off, supposedly, according to them, she's elusive as hell to find.
We'll find her.
But, like, be a little more low-key. Please, we don't need any additional trouble.
At that point, you guys are Nova, make a perception check.
Oh, God, that's awful. Perception 4 + 2, 6.
There's like a faint, you just hear like a faint voice in the background that seems to be keeping a same frequency. That's sort of like in a yell. Along the road that you're on, and eventually you even see someone that's behind you says, "Move!" And it seems to be these like 3 dwarfs that are like walking in, trying to enter into the city.
Jarvis just puts his hood up and blends in a little bit more. He's actually going to get into the cart with Isaac.
And nice to have you join me, buddy. Take a ride.
Yeah.
Nova, you still walking?
Mm-hmm.
And imagine just dozens of people like moving in and out, right? Also, at that point, as you start moving forward, you see on like a large box what looks to be some young individual with like kind of high stockings, boots, some sort of like brown leather overcoat a bit that seems too big for him, and like kind of like a little cap, as he's handing out like these large scrolls down to different people. As you're hearing him go, 10% increase on refugees each week with little to no occupancy into the city. Crime continues to escalate with recent arson and destruction on the Waving Dish, Dizzling Quest repairs in the Bridgerton's estate, and many more. As he just keeps going, as you continually come near, you even hear things like, with crime escalating and new individuals entering Waterdeep, the Black Cloak Magistrate reminds new citizens of Waterdeep laws and hordes. Handing out, well, again, these scrolls, and eventually you come up near, and there's like what looks like to be a group of kids. Like, these are kids, and they're handing out these scrolls to people, and eventually
Do you need to close your eyes again?
one like gets thrown into like Isaac's lap, and he's like, "What the hell?" And you see this.
Oh, that's long as all get out. I'm blind.
Which shows you kind of like the overall code of law in Waterdeep, based on what he called the Black. What did I say? The Black Cloak Magistrate.
Blackmailing an official.
So like, fairly extensive, but delivers the exact consequences to those actions. Isaac looks at you and goes, I didn't get one of these when I entered an ad buyer. This is real shit.
Like poisoning a city well?
Yeah, DM. How does the city appear compared to an ad buyer? Is it in bad shape compared to?
I would say it's a little bit more rugged. Anadbire seem to be fairly pretty and pristine, fairly clean. You're talking, I mean, Jarvis, you'd know, like, you're talking port city where numerous thousands and thousands of people come in all the time. Think of New York. It's gross, it's dirty, it's people are living shoulder to shoulder. You know what I mean? Like, I would even say Anadbire City is roughly like not even half the size of Waterdeep.
Less than half the size of Waterdeep?
Just a little bit under half the size.
Okay.
So Isaac again, he like laughs like, my God, this is too much. What are we getting ourselves into?
I don't know. We do have to find Silverhand though.
I
Where do
understand.
you
How are we
look
gonna?
for a
What's the
mage?
plan? What's the game plan for that?
Yeah,
I mean,
where
we
do you
got-
look for a mage?
I don't know. DM, what time is it?
Upon entering, it's like 3-ish. 3
DM,
p.m.
what do we see right now?
What's that?
What do we see? Are there like
Like what? Like, so again, you have, like I described, those tall, the 3 to
Yeah.
5 story tall.
But are they like residential or are there like
Yes,
shops?
yes, yes.
Okay.
That's why I said this feels a little bit more like the village of
Okay.
Waterdeep, where it's just on the inside. Like, you can even see, like, there's just a portion. You see, and there's another wall right here. Like, you're just on the inside.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Does it seem like the road that we're on is kind of a main road and it goes further into maybe a non-residential area?
It does feel like it can go farther. However, you're immediately hit. Like, you're in what looks like to be like the courtyard, like a main courtyard upon entering, with all these buildings that are around you. And already, if you kept going, I mean, you're going to see different little roads that connect. And you know exactly, because they'll have like little names, like different than an Adbire City. You're seeing little names of the different ventured roads that are in the city. So,
We're
do
walking.
you continue? Do you want to stay here? I mean, there's a couple kids that come up to you, like, after, like, they threw one of those scrolls, and he kind of puts his hand out.
Like a handout with a scroll in it or handout like give me money?
Like, money, please.
Oh, that makes me sad. I don't know. You like to throw money around. How many silver is in a gold?
10 silver.
10 silver. Do I want to be a nice person? I am going to.
Jarvis just goes to Nova. Hey, can we go?
I'm gonna nudge him and go. You see the little boy?
You're gonna nudge me? I'm in the cart. You're on the ground.
I can punch you.
She's like, it's just like a stomach level height cart that, like, you can, like,
Yeah.
put.
Give the little boy something.
I'm about to take to the skies. If we don't keep moving.
I'm gonna reach in the cart and hand him an apple.
He looks at you and goes, piss off! And he just moves, and like he goes or like walks away.
He's lucky I don't snatch that apple. I think about it for a sec.
These kids, like, he looks at one of the kids, and like another one, he points at you all, and they start laughing.
Jarvis just goes, "You done wasting our time? Let's go."
Do you just tell me what you want? Do you want to keep going?
I want to keep going. I'm gonna start giving sass to Jarvis because I'm sick of him being a douchebag.
Okay.
I can tell you think I'm a douchebag.
You are a douchebag.
I'm just-
I don't think it. It's a fact.
I just wanna find the Silverhand woman. Okay, I don't want to waste any time. We just need to go in there. We need to go in here. We need to find her. I don't know where she is, so we need to find her. We need to
Okay.
ask around. This is clearly not the place to do that. So
They're
we need
news people.
we need to get up to a non-residential area with shops and stuff like that, at kind of a main central area where we can ask some questions to some people. That's all.
And just so you know, you guys know that you don't know, you didn't ask for the name of that guard. That
No.
guard that but he said that he'd be willing to look into some information to let you know how you might be able to get in face of Laurel Silverhand.
Yes.
And he said to meet him.
I have it written down.
Jarvis doesn't know anything
The
about
Bard's Tale.
it. Jarvis thinks that we're, on our own trying to figure that out.
Well, because you won't let me talk.
So we're just traveling in. So just to be clear, so we're just following. Isaac is just following a road. He doesn't know where he's going.
Question.
He has no. He knows as much as you three know. Or you
Okay.
two.
Jarvis just goes to Isaac. I guess just follow this road and see where it takes us.
I guess.
Question.
When I looked at the city from afar, I saw the north gate where we just entered, and I think there might be something up here if we keep traveling.
All right. We'll just keep going. Nova, what do you say?
My question for you is, this Bard's Tale, it's not on this side of the second wall, it's on the inside, correct? The way that he described it, I don't really understand where he described where it is.
All he told you was the Bard's Tale Tavern at dusk. Dusk?
Yes,
Yeah,
at dusk.
And it was in the North Ward.
Okay,
So-
I don't know what the hell the North Ward is, but okay.
Jarvis, as we're traveling a little bit down this road, Jarvis can see that Nova's looking up at signs and stuff like that. He goes, "Hey, Nova, what did that guard say? I mean, what was he saying to you back there?"
He told me that he was willing to help us if you would just stop being so rash.
Help us? Help us how? That dude was a
Get
douche
in-
nozzle.
No, he was the reason we got through the gate.
He wasn't the reason.
He was the reason.
No,
you
he
were
wasn't.
really starting to annoy me.
And then Jarvis just goes,
I'm picturing Isaac just looking back and forth like a child when his parents are arguing.
Jarvis just goes, he's like, "I was the reason we got in here." And he pulls out his tube of smoke. They didn't even see that I had this.
And I'm like, put that away.
And he puts it back.
Oh my god. You're lucky I didn't leave you on the outside of that gate with how you're acting currently.
How would you? What? Doesn't make any sense.
It does make sense, because I got the intel, not you.
Alright, so what did he say?
He said that he could possibly look into some information for us to be able to meet with Silverhand. We need to meet
He
him.
doesn't know anything. We have to do our own
How
research
do
first.
you know? They literally live here.
I'm telling you, that dude's a waste of time.
I'm telling you, you're getting on my nerves.
We have to do our own research, and when the time
Why?
comes, if we haven't found anything by the time that you have your little date with him,
Oh, is somebody
we'll go meet
jealous?
with him.
Oh no.
Isaac kind of looks at both of you and goes, I mean, it sounds like she did some investigating, and sounds like we
Thank
have
you.
at least something for now. I don't think we can do. I think we can do both. We can ask around.
Yes, but
go to him
don't
too.
negate the possibility of the intel.
I
that
didn't say
have.
we were going to negate it. I just said we have time.
Said
He
he
said he's
doesn't know
meeting you at
anything.
dusk. Okay, it's 3 o'clock right now, so we're perfectly fine to do our own research, right?
I mean, he leans into is like, do we want to find a spot to stay though? Just in
Yes,
case?
we need a spot to stay. Oh yeah.
That's where we're going. We're going
Where are we
to
going?
the central area to see if we can find a place to stay.
Okay. Upon passing through this sort of like the village of Waterdeep, you then enter finally into the city. And it feels like less open than an Advire. And it's far cooler, it's far more wet than inside that village. It's like the village it's in its own little pocket. Now you've entered in, there are dozens and dozens of streets that branch off this main, what looks like to still be the high road. It looks like the high road goes all the way through. Shorter and tall buildings, some with that cobblestone front base. Some of them kind of have these alleyways that have stairs that perch up and go in and up. There looks like to be some areas where there's like double-deckered walkways and roads. Sometimes there's roads that kind of come across and go over to connecting those double-decker roads. There are some that have these tall, long beams where people can walk across that connect to some of these other like bar crawls where people can go in and out from different tavern to tavern. You see people that are wearing a lot of jewelry, both male and female. Some of them catch your eye, Nova, maybe specifically to you, with like there's people that have glitter under their cheekbones and their hair. There's different races. There's actually a lot more lizard folk, but much more like frog folk. So these like little as they like kind of walk around, stepping with little to no clothes on.
How do they look and walk?
And there's a couple moments where you actually see what looks like to be this tall furbolg who's completely naked, and is like, "Excuse me," and it has just like what looks like to be like just like a transparent cloak over its shoulders, and like a shawl, and just kind of like flaunts past.
Please
you.
explain to me what that race is, because I have no idea what that is.
A furbolg looks somewhat like a cow person. Very kind of like a snort,
Okay.
tall ears.
Gotcha.
Still fairly hairy. Is he you looking up a picture?
Yeah. They're scary looking.
Kind of bearish,
They look at, first I thought they looked like giant cows.
cowish.
And there's a moment where people are in the center of it. It looks like there's one main statue, right? That kind of where you are, where it could branch off to like the right or the left, like a four-way stop. Actually, and it shows like there's like an arm. Like looks like to be like a human with a hawk head and one long sword that gets in front of them. 40 feet tall.
Jesus.
Statue.
Statue of Hawkman.
There's buskers playing music around. Looks like to be a beggar at that point also that literally comes up and it hits you. Very small, like kind of female features, hunchback. Please, sir, can I just borrow just a little bit of corn, please? And she like topples it near the cart. Please, just a little bit. I'm just so hungry.
I had a little kid throw an apple, like get pissed at me because I gave him an apple.
You have an apple?
I
I'll
had
take
an apple
too.
I gave the apple to the little kid who proceeded to laugh at me and act like I was a joke.
Well, he doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. I'm just please something, please.
Listen, we'd love to help. But if we give you something, then we have to give something to everybody that's hungry. And
That's not true. I won't say. I won't say to anyone.
we have to think about ourselves.
I was just like hiding.
Saunters off. Eventually, you also see in the sky, Jarvis. You notice that those griffins are also flying above in like a kind of like a 5 pattern where they're like kind of like a triangle, like they're like flying around.
Like geese.
Like
Yes.
geese.
And then you also see then eventually that statue moves. And starts walking down the road.
So there's a 40-foot tall statue Hawkman with a sword walking down the road.
And it looks like
terrifying.
people aren't. There's
Phased.
some that seem to like. Both of you make insight checks.
How about roll another 4 and lose
19 plus 4, 23.
Insight? 4 plus 4, 8. What trash?
Jarvis, you can, as you're taking this all in, you can clearly see who's new to the city and who's not. Just from this specific instance. People that are new to the city never have seen this. People that are from the city doesn't even mind them. Some of them kind of look at it and spit on its feet and said, "Get out of the way, lard ass." And just like,
Is this statue, you said the statue's covered in armor? I mean...
it's a physical gray stone statue.
Oh, it's
that
stone,
looks-
but now it's come to life, okay.
It's still stone. It's still physical stone.
Yeah, but come to life, I mean, it's moving now. Like,
Yes. Yeah. And it's walking.
I mean, I feel like we should just follow Hawkman.
why would we do that?
I mean, he's got to be going somewhere important. It's a giant Hawkman statue. I assume he's got to know something. We just follow it. Maybe it'll lead us.
I mean, this is where we need to be. What were some of the places where they said that we could get to stay? Some of the inns? What did they say?
We have the paper, correct?
You asking me?
Yes.
No, I was asking you.
I didn't write it down. We have the paper.
What paper?
We had paper.
What
They
paper?
handed us the little papers. We walk through the gate. Shows how much he listens.
I didn't get a paper.
They handed one paper because Nova said that this was her posse.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so do I have the paper or did they hand the paper to Isaac?
To you, Nova.
Okay, can I pop open the paper?
Sure.
Where the hell did you get that?
If you paid attention. And she pops open the paper.
Um,
and I
it-
fluff it at him.
Yeah, so literally it just shows, it's just a little dash and a name. Field of Triumph.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna write that down because I'm gonna forget.
Not Field of Dreams, but Field of Triumph.
Okay.
Field of Triumph. The Griffinage.
The Griffinage.
I knew something was a griffin, something.
Not Gryffindor. Griffinage.
And then the last one said outside Field and Southgate.
Well, so what's on this list? Or what are they? Are they supposed to be what?
They're places we can stay.
Okay, perfect.
And she kinda, like,
great.
snaps at him 'cause
What's
she's
the
just
first one
annoyed.
on the list?
Field of Triumph.
Okay, great. Jarvis is gonna look around. I want to look around to see if I can see that on a sign in a shop somewhere.
Gosh, my nose is
Make an investigation
itchy.
check.
6 plus nothing.
You're looking around. A lot of the things that you're seeing here are like high flagging gambling house, Janzul's villa. Then you can see like the different roads, say like Thunderstaff Way. You're on the high road, like immediately, like because you're kind of like parked right now. Like that's what you're immediately seeing.
DM, do I see the woman that I denied food to? Let's see if I can try to find her.
Make another perception, make another investigation check because you're trying to see where she kind of.
Another 6.
Again, there's so many people out in the city. Like it's literally like your cart. You know, at this point, you've had 3 or 4 people come up to you looking for money that you may have not even just been paying attention to.
Okay.
Like,
I'm gonna see if I can ask somebody. Give me a second. I'm gonna hop down, grab an apple, and enter the crowd a little bit, and the first person who begs me for food,
interesting.
I'm gonna stop. But I'm gonna kind of like toss the apple up in the air as I'm going through the crowd.
Just do me a favor, make a performance check, just for fun, just for flavor.
Yeah. 1.
The moment. Can we? And you can say you don't like this idea, and that's totally okay. The
I like it.
idea
Do
would
it.
be like, so like you toss up the apple to like, and you just miss catching it, and it just falls to the ground. And immediately as it falls to the ground, you see what looks like to be 3 kids run up to kind of grab it. And one of these older men, very old man, basically hair is just completely patchy on his head, has a wooden cane. Move! And he goes and grabs the apple from him. And you can see his teeth are missing. As he goes to lick his mouth, he licks through his teeth to go bite for the apple. And he just stares at you for a moment.
That was mine.
Yeah, was.
I need to read that list.
And he starts to walk away unless you start saying something. Unless you like...
You got any money on you? Pay for it?
Yeah, I do actually. And you see as he lifts up, his pants are completely... He's pantsless and he shows you his ass.
Oh, shit.
I'm gonna confront him and grab him by the shirt.
Be careful because assaulting is on there.
Go
Assaulting
ahead
a
and roll an
citizen.
intimidation check. Are you trying to be intimidating?
Yes. Natural 20 minus 3, 17.
Describe it.
I'm just gonna pull him close and whisper in his ear. I know what the code is here. I know what the laws are. But don't for a second think that's gonna stop me from ruining your day.
I'm so sorry, sir. Here.
Keep
He
it.
started like giving you the apple back.
Jarvis just goes, keep it. Where is... What's the name of the first place?
The field place.
Where is
The
the
field-
Where's the field of triumph?
The field of yeah, it's near the Sea Ward, right close to the West Gate. Very close. He's like can't even look you in the eye. Close to the coast.
Is he where I can see him?
Yes, you are nearish enough to be able to see this.
Oh, I'm like hustling over. Like I'm like bobbing weaving, trying to like figure out what's
So
happening.
as soon as he tells me where,
Don't let him go.
I release him, and I go,
But I want to find.
and I go,
this place that I have to go to.
you better not bother us again.
I won't. I'm so sorry.
I see Nova rushing up, and I grab him real quick.
Please, I don't mean any harm.
We're not gonna hurt you. I just have a question. We're new to the city, and I have to meet somebody at the Bard's Tale Tavern. Where is that? Like, what is something about the North Ward? I don't know what that means.
The North Ward. Yes, the city is broken up into different wards.
Okay.
And you definitely can yes, if you go down, he points down the high road. Go down the high road. Take a left on Solomore Street, and it's.
Jarvis just cuts him off and says, "Listen, if you're sending us on a wild goose chase, I'll find you."
No, sir. Would not do such a thing. Please, I just am hungry. I'm just hungry. I didn't mean no harm.
You stole from me.
But I didn't.
Tell the
know, I
woman
didn't
what she
know.
wants to know.
I just said.
But did he finish? Was that all the
Oh.
direction?
Oh, I'm so sorry. You interrupted in premature.
He did.
Some people have a problem with that, you know.
Yeah, it happens.
The high road, take a left onto Solomore Street, and then if it's right across the street from.
You
the
better not be
Palm
lying
Villa.
to us.
Shut your file! Oh my lord!
Eventually, you guys,
My charisma is -3, baby.
Okay,
you both hear in the distance, "Stop him! No! Get him!" Eventually, you both get hit on your backs, and seeing into the cart looks like to be a younger individual with a cloaked hood, different leathers. Even in the moment, you see like even their shoes look to be like kind of ripped open. You see what looks like to be like some coin fall out of a pouch onto the ground, and he takes it, and he's about to turn to continue go down the high road, and you're hearing what sounds like guards. Don't let him! No! Eventually, you're seeing them plow through.
I'm gonna release the old man and go after this. Go after this person running away.
Okay, go ahead and we're in initiative technically, so let's. I want us to be in an initiative order. If that's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
I rolled 12.
9. I'm always last. So I assume I'm last.
What did you have?
9.
Isaac got. Jarvis.
12.
So Nova, you're after Jarvis, right after Jarvis, and Jarvis, you're right after the kid. But it's your turn. I'll let you, Jarvis, go ahead and do what you want. You just like want to try to grab him, or what?
Did he get away from me, or is he within grappling?
He's within 15 feet of you. He's like his back's up against the cart, holding what looks like to be like a group of coins, like money, as he just goes down to try to collect the sum that just fell.
This is a kid?
Make a perception check
Because you can't tell.
or an insight check. One of those two.
Perception 7 plus 6, 13.
Nice.
He look. How much is it? What'd you put?
13 perception.
He looks scrappy.
That doesn't mean he's a kid.
I'm going to tell me if I can do this. If I can tornado strike to grapple as opposed to damage.
Well, the tornado. You can definitely just do the tornado strike in for flavor, but you're still, no matter what, you'll have to do what's called a strength contest to see if you can grapple him.
Okay.
Versus.
I'm gonna tornado strike tackle him essentially.
Okay.
Attempt.
Go ahead and roll a athletics or acrobatics check.
Let's go. Cack.
19 plus 6, 25 acrobatics.
Holy crap.
Moment you hear, describe it.
Yeah, from the moment I hear that he's running away and he's got coins that he's going to grab, he doesn't even think twice. He just uses Tornado Strike, which works for the first time, but he's not doing any damage, which is fantastic.
Hilarious.
So he uses Tornado Strike, and it looks pretty cool. Yeah, he just kind of dives at this person, tackles them to grapple them.
Completely grappled. I'll allow that you technically have him pinned up against your cart, and eventually as you hit him, the cart tilts up a bit. Glarkon goes, "Whoa!" and he pushes back the cart down. The hood of this person falls off, and it looks like to be this this young halfling, who now, as you pinned up, his feet are dangling on the ground.
I want to put him in a lock like this. His head here, so I'll be behind him.
Okay, so you have him grappled, absolutely, and he's like, a moment as you do that, he goes, "No, please, I'm just trying to." And as you clenches, he cut off what he was about to say on his throat.
Yeah, no, I'm not putting too much pressure. I'm just kind of holding him there.
No, they don't deserve this. Please, let me just go. Let me go. I'll give you some of it, please. Nova, go ahead.
Question for you really quick. Where did this old man go? Who gave us half of the instructions of how to get to this place?
No, he gave you all. He told you exactly what it was.
Oh, okay.
He told you 3 times.
Okay.
He told you go down the high road, take a left on Sullymore Street.
That's all I got.
And it's across the street from Tarn Villa.
Tarn what?
Tarn Villa.
Yeah.
What are you doing? I got him grappled.
I mean, I have to go over there as well.
And you're seeing, and the guards are making their way towards them. People are kind of looking now eventually and like making their way of understanding what's happening.
Jarvis is just going to say real quick to finish his turn to Nova, make sure he doesn't do anything weird.
Oh, because the last time we dealt with a halfling, it was Douchey McGee.
He has like red, scruffy hair, freckles all over his face, blue eyes. He has a scarf around his neck that's black. He looks like a kid.
Almost makes me sad. I have a soft spot for kids, but not when you steal. I'm trying to clear up, like, I'm trying to move through, but also clear a pathway because the guards, I'm going to assume, are pretty close now because you just turned into a stripe and caught the kid.
It's roughly within a couple seconds of what he just did, so it's not like it's like 20 minutes. Like, it's just a couple seconds.
I want to go up to where they both are, but I don't want to do anything specific. I think I just want to like kind of, well, I don't know.
Hold your reaction?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what he's up to, and there's not much. Like, I don't want to.
So do you want to talk to him? Or do you want to try to hold him down more? Do you want to try to pick up coin? Do you want to help him? Do you want, like, what do you think?
I think that he's being caught for a reason. I think we could use this as, like, this is all going through Nova's head, that we could use this as an advantage to get information or to just, like, get in good with the people. So she just really, like, I walk up and I'm really like, what did you do? Like, there are a bunch of them coming for you. What did you do?
If you ask him that, and he basically goes, I just took what I could. I just took what I could. And you eventually start to see how fear is settling in. You just go, please, just let me go.
I was about to say, have you stole?
Hard labor up to 1 month and damages equal to the value of the stolen goods plus 500 silver shards.
Holy crap.
Natural 1. He's just fighting with you, and he's trying to pull him off, and he just can't. The kid's gonna go. You see the kid. He's gonna try to fight. Roll another one. He's gonna try to fight now. He's a +2, so he got a 12.
I rolled a 16 plus 6, 22.
Dang on.
He pulls down. He goes, "Listen, this is not. You have to understand. This is. I can't afford." He starts crying. I can't afford to. And he's just like. That's his turn. Guards eventually push through. Eventually, they get to your back. What is? Hey, drop him.
You sure?
To you.
You sure you want me to do that?
Wipes his face up. They eventually come around and grab the money from his hands. And he's like, oh! He grabs the money, and it looks like to be this sack full of gold and silver and some different copper that's in this. He's like, listen, kid. You're lucky I didn't cut your fucking head off. And he gives it to another guard. Looks like there's 3 guards near. Grab the manacles. Eventually, another one comes around to come up to you to give me his hands. To you, Jarvis.
I don't have his hands. I'm just holding his. I'm just have him like around the neck.
Well, so the kid's swinging his arms, and he's like trying to resist. So he's just asking for your help. So that's all. That was just. So
okay.
Anyway, yeah, fine. He gets his hands. He shackles him. He goes, no. You have to really understand. This is all a misunderstanding. It wasn't that. What do you mean a misunderstanding, kid?
Once they have him shackled, I'm gonna let go.
Okay. He's shackled. He drops to his knees, and Isaac's standing there, looking at. Yeah, sir. He like is lost. He's like, are you sure? He looks like he just. It's not a big deal. I don't really know if it's that much of a big deal.
Jarvis just goes, Isaac, this is none of our business.
He looks at you.
He's probably pissed.
In such anger.
Yeah.
So pissed off. The guard looks at him and goes, thank you. This is a really good win for us, especially with all that's going on right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a lot of craziness, and could use some people like you every once in a while. What's your name?
Jarvis, he just goes, listen, just take it easy on him. He's a kid. Probably didn't even know any better.
Yeah, I didn't know. He goes, you didn't know? You didn't know how to that he could steal from Miss Maze's monocle shop? You really think that she could use the money too?
Listen, all I'm saying is, he's just a kid.
Well, magistrates don't care if he's a kid or not. We got law, and that's what's needed, especially in a time like this. They grab him, and he just moves and pulls him. There's just a couple coins that are scattered onto the ground right beneath your feet, Jarvis. And Isaac just looks at you and he says, don't you fucking touch that coin. It's not yours, is it?
I wasn't thinking about it. And
Good.
And he gets back up into the cart.
Oh, they have to angrily sit next to each other. I love that.
Oh, he sits at the front and helms the cart with Garquan, and so then there's a couple spots in the back. Yeah, and he starts traveling forward.
Jarvis just goes to Nova. Where are we going?
I mean, you're the one that said that we should go, and we either can go to the place that we can stay and just kind of...
I think that's the best idea right now.
just stay in one place.
Isaac, do you have anything to add? You good with that?
1 to 10, he has nothing to say. 11 to 20, he's got a fucking smart ass comment.
Shut the fuck up.
He's you've not seen him like fucking angry. You've seen him like kind of frazzled the other day with Thelonious, like confused and just like kind of frustrated, and he apologized about all that. But this, he's like, I'm gonna go to the grave for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how we've done this, Luke? Like, yes. I'm gonna go to the grave believing I'm right.
So he's quiet, and then Jarvis just goes, I bet you wish you had your guns to shoot me now, huh?
Oh, shut up, you two. Bickering like an elderly couple.
Turns around, I don't fucking need my guns, and he just goes to clock you.
I love that. Punch him.
All right, what do you need me to roll to try to block it?
You don't fucking block it. Your AC blocks it. So here's what we need to do. We need to roll for initiative here.
You guys are gonna beat each other up. What are we?
Nova,
12?
I want you to be a part of this as well.
Okay. Am I the ref?
I'm 11.
No, you just get a turn and decide what you want to do.
Okay. I can't read that.
1.
Well, I'm at a 1, so I'm last. I get to let them pummel each other.
Isaac or Nova or Jarvis, what'd you get?
11.
Okay, this makes sense then. Cool. Yeah, he goes and fucking just square jocks you into the face, and so he's gonna hit. Roll for his an attack here. A 14.
They're fighting in the cart, which I think is even funnier.
AC
14. That misses, right?
AC is 18, yeah.
Yeah, just completely misses on his first attack here.
I'm not going to hit him. I'm probably just going to restrain. Just grapple him.
Are you sure?
And then he's able to do it again.
This is gonna try to hit you again.
Oh, no.
16 to hit. What's your AC again?
18.
Just two
Misses
quick,
twice.
misses you, goes across the other one to go for an elbow, and again, misses you completely. It's your turn. What do you do?
Jarvis just says, "Stop this now. Quit while you're ahead. You're not going to win this fight."
He goes.
And
Is that your whole turn?
nope. And then he's going to try to grapple him. Same way that he was just grappling the kid.
Cool. Go ahead and roll a strength or acrobatics. Or athletics or acrobatics.
13 plus 6, 19.
19 even for him. Re-roll.
Shit.
What does critical roll call that?
I don't remember.
Rollies.
Rollies.
Rollies!
I got an 18 in my next one.
18 plus 6. 24.
Okay. So yeah, you can go ahead and grapple him.
Yeah, I'm just going to grapple him the same way from behind. And I'd like to actually bring it to the ground, or to the back of the cart. I'm fall to my back, and he's just kind of laying on top of me, and I have him grappled.
Get the fuck off me! Get the fuck off me! And he's just moving. Nova, your turn.
First thing, I'm like, what are we? 12? Grow up. You guys are acting like toddlers. And as Jarvis said earlier, we don't have time for this. And I literally grab them both by the ear like children. And I'm like, are we done now? Are we done now?
That your turn?
Yes.
Isaac is turn, and he goes, you think how old that kid was 12? You think at this point that matters to them? Get off me! And he's gonna try to ungrapple
God,
himself. To try to get him
he's so annoying. Between the two of them, I'm just like, I'm about to fly solo, y'all.
19 this time.
16 plus 6.
So yeah, you still have him. So, yeah, but he says that. What do you do, Jarvis?
He's just going to go, if I let you go, are you going to relax?
You fucking said something so fucking annoying, and he's just like, fine.
Literally like a teenage boy.
As soon as he agrees, Jarvis just let goes. Let
He
goes.
stands
Let's
up
go.
in the cart, and he looks at you. He looks at you. Oh, that was good. He looks at you both and goes, am I the only one that thought that was fucked up?
Listen,
Nova, do you really?
Listen,
you really believe
my whole thing is, you saw, I didn't do anything. I was just asking the kid what he did.
Yeah, you did
Fucking-
nothing, Nova.
Okay, but neither did you.
I tried. Fucking Jarvis stopped me. He tried to. Remember? He
That's-
tried
What?
to
You didn't-
ungrapple him.
this is stupid to be fighting over
like
right now.
stupid
Because
infighting.
it's done. All right, that's what happens. You're friends with someone who's lawful neutral. Okay, I don't know what to tell you.
That's true. You are a
And he looks at you both and goes, interesting. Again, I'm just learning so much so quickly about the both of you.
And we're learning about you. Okay, that's how this works.
We learned that you fly off the handle. Jesus. We're
I
not
flow off the
Joseph.
handle. Do you really believe that this kid is just only gonna be?
I don't know,
Fine.
but I'm not.
We don't know, but
we
that's
don't
not,
make that decision.
It's not up to
we
us.
just got here, Isaac.
And it just shows again continually how much you're just much more to be on the prude side, to maybe just be on the with the good folk and to be on the right side for your own personal gain.
What did we gain? We gained literally nothing.
Yeah, and that kid lost a lot because of it.
Okay, but if we stole, it's fine.
We didn't, Isaac. We didn't write the code, and he holds up the laws of Waterdeep. We didn't write this. They did.
They're
What
gonna
they
get
do
them
with
either
him,
way.
it doesn't matter. It was
does
me
matter.
stopping
We all
him
have a choice.
or somebody else stopping him.
Oh my
it
God.
doesn't matter. Somebody else would have.
I don't have time for you to be on your high horse.
I understand where you're
Honestly,
coming from.
I think I'm not on the high horse. I think your pedestal's way up there, and I'm trying to get you down to reality. So.
Oh my god, I hate Isaac.
What?
Like literally.
So at this point, what would you like to do? So he'd just get back into the helm.
So-
with Dark Wand.
My whole thing is, if we go to the one place, Field of Triumph, it's on the west side, and we're eventually gonna have to come all the way back to the north side at dusk. What time is it currently? Is it still around like 4 o'clock?
You know, like 3 to 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? Like 4
And-
o'clock. You know what I'm saying?
And
Like, it's just
dusk
in
is
between
considered when?
that. What's that?
Dusk is considered when?
When the sunfall, like when sun's gone, when there's no more
Okay.
sun.
Okay, dokie. I'm just gonna have to periodically keep checking.
Yeah, when is sunset? I think is the question.
Yeah, around like 7, 8 o'clock.
Oh,
Because
okay.
again, you're able to see the horizon of the water, and at this point, as you guys are you? So where are you choosing to go?
I think we should
Field of
go
Triumph place
to the Field
to
of
find
Triumph.
out-
Yeah, let's
Find out where we can sleep.
go. Nova, lead the way. I'm just realizing how perfectly geographical the picture of Waterdeep is to the map. It fits perfectly. You can see the island out there, which looks like maybe it might be the whale bones.
Because guess what? This is the picture of Waterdeep.
Wait, from this map?
Yes, this is from. I'm using a. This is the Forgotten Realms source material.
This is legit.
Sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes they don't have pictures for it. Like an Ad Buyer City, that was all
Yeah.
added. But like this is specific to 5e.
Yeah, this is perfect because I mean you can see here where the road meets is on the north side, and it's literally like right
He's
over here.
living
This is
his
the
best
north
life
side.
right now.
I'm
The
happy
road
that
meets
this is
right
it.
here. It's perfect.
As you travel, how do you want to figure out where this place is?
Well, didn't
And then we'll
the
start,
guy
we'll start
tell
to
me?
wrap it up here soon.
Nova,
Didn't the guy tell me where it was?
where did this guy say?
The guy said, he only told you the field of where the.
But
where
I
you go.
asked where the Field of Triumph. He asked where the Field of Triumph was, and
No, you asked where the Bard's Tale Tavern was.
I did when I ran up. But originally, you asked
That's right.
where the Field of Triumph was.
Yes.
And then he let him go.
Oh, and I told him that. Okay, so I
Yes.
told you both locations. I remember.
Yes.
Okay, so he told you, but he didn't say go down this road to this street to this
No, he
point.
didn't.
You know, like so.
But he
how
gave
do
us a
you-
general
so go and do
idea.
an investigation check.
He
Roll
told me
investigation.
it's the C ward, and he said by something. You didn't write
Yes, he
that
said
down.
by the west gate.
No.
C ward by the west gate.
Yeah, he said by the west gate, by the Sword Coast. It's in the C ward. So yes.
In the C ward.
So yeah, go and just roll an investigation check for me. Whoever.
Okay.
It's technically Isaac. So Isaac's technically helming it as well. So you guys can roll as well if you like.
Oh. Oh my god.
This is an investigation.
Yeah, so because you're trying to.
13 for me, 3 for Nova.
Yeah, this is a fucking big city. And you're calculating every road. Sometimes you take a left, sometimes you navigate through. You go down, Desarland Street, you get to the rough road, maybe you go back, you double back around. Eventually, it takes you about a good 35 minutes just to even figure out where the seaward is and eventually get in. Unless you want to story that and talk about how you would want to figure it out. But I'm just, based on that, I'm just going to give you, I'll let you get to it, but it just might be a certain amount of time unless you don't want to, I want to find someone or I want to do something creative.
What do you want to do to get there?
Because I would prefer to just get
Yeah,
to
let's get there.
the tavern.
Cool. Eventually, you eventually get across all the way to the west side of the city, touching the wall, or getting close to the wall, and you find that you getting onto the street of the Singing Dolphin. That at that point you also see another statue in the middle of another human with a dolphin head, with another sword, and it just stands there, and you slowly pass. Well, look up at it. And as you finally get to a huge dome, massive dome, that is made of some sort of clay and stone, there are people outside of it that are handing out what looks like to be packages of food, bagged food, to just various people. And there's another set of guards that's all the way around, massive amounts of guards that just are circling it. And eventually you also see there looks like to be a line that's going into the main archway to get in. So it looks like a large stadium. What do you do? Isaac will turn to you guys and go, looks like there's another line.
I guess we wait.
Isaac just gets into line and just holds. Is there anything else that you guys want to do or say or try?
Jarvis is gonna talk to Isaac, and he's gonna go, listen, I'm sorry that we didn't agree back there. It just all happened so fast. But I am sorry.
You see at this point Isaac has been the bottom of his bandana is wet.
Oh, he was crying.
And he looks like he goes I'm not trying to be difficult, and I'm not trying to get us in trouble. I just want you to know, if I would lie my ass off for both of you, I would fucking do whatever it takes just to make sure that you both stay alive. And I know you would for me. I do know. There was just a moment for me that just felt like, if we're here to protect people too, sometimes it's not always going to be cut in black and white. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I do. I understand.
I just want you to know Steven rolled for this. So this isn't like Steven's trying to make this happen. Steven rolled for this. Okay? Just want you to know.
He goes, it just happened so fast. And I didn't know what he did. And I wasn't really asking questions. I just, he could have killed someone for all I know. You know what I mean? I don't know. I didn't know. And so that's what I'm trying to say.
You're right. I mean, you're right on that. We don't know the severity. We got to process a bit maybe what we want to do with certain things like this. I'm sorry I punched you but missed.
I'm sorry if I hurt your Adam's apple.
I don't really have. Well, that's fine. It's fine. Nova, don't touch my ear. That was real uncomfortable.
Don't act
that
like-
was worse than that grapple I was in.
Don't act like children, and I won't grab your ear like a mom.
I think that you're misunderstanding.
Jarvis just kind of nudges Isaac.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. You see, at this point, the line is getting, like, there's guards that are putting up their arms and saying, occupancy.
Occupancy.
Occupancy. No vacancy. We filled the lot. No more room. Head over to the field outside of the city. He's just, like, pointing people.
So this was the Field of Triumph, correct?
Yes. Field of Triumph, full.
At this point, both of you make a perception check.
I'm rolling with this daggone dice anymore.
2 plus 6.
11 plus 2, 13.
Nova, there's an alleyway that you catch, and there looks like to be this female with long curly hair just standing there, putting her back towards the wall. Leather, kind of like leather boots that come to like a point, kind of like with long, beautiful, luscious, like big brown curly hair. Some of it's kind of red at certain points as she's staring over at both of you, and she goes, "Hey." And this is what you see. Hold on, let me pull this.
She's pretty.
She goes, "Hey." Psst. "Hey."
Hi.
"Hello?"
And that's exactly what she does. Like,
Are you deaf?
we're not deaf, we're looking
No.
at you.
Yeah, I see.
Okay, well-
I see you. Hi. Hi, my name's Jarvis.
Isaac, the moment that you both turn, Isaac hits your shoulder.
What?
Who's? Oh, him?
He hits
You
Jarvis'
like
shoulder
me.
to look before. He's like,
Jarvis approach. So how far is she away?
about 40 feet in an alleyway between two large buildings. It sort of looks like let me see here. You're like, it's right next to a temple. Like, there's this temple that is very pretty, like very pretty golds, and it seems fairly large. It like takes up like 4 buildings, and it has like the picture of like the sun, a half sun outside of it. She's like directly to the right of it.
Jarvis gets out of the cart and approaches her.
Of course he does.
And he goes, "Hey, hi. Yeah, I see you. Hi, my name's Jarvis. Hi."
What?
I'm literally looking at him like in disbelief.
He like
Hi.
reaches his hand out to shake her hand.
I really wasn't talking to you. I was talking to her.
Wow. And I literally step in front of him and just kind of like boop, and like scooch him aside.
And she has this
Hello.
like kind of a little bit lower, a little bit raspier voice. A little bit
so do
soft,
it.
like it's
Like
like
describing it, I want to hear it.
I'm trying my best. Like it's kind of like it just comes off a little bit like, and like when she talks slower, it like her tone goes away, and she's like,
I like that.
you know what I'm talking about? You know
Yes.
what I'm talking about? And she's like, "Hi." I
Hi.
was talking to her.
Yeah. Hi.
Ew, whatever he's doing right now, I hate.
You
He's got her face like blown up on the screen.
trust me, I picked her for a reason too, Luke. Anyway,
Oh my
Um,
lord, y'all are awful.
what's your name? Hey. I'm talking
He's
to you.
I'm sorry, he's literally panning up and down.
I just wanted to get a closer look at what she had on her.
Or what she could have on her. Is that what you're trying to say?
Jesus.
Just talk to her. Good
Okay,
lord.
I'm trying.
You're making this weird. I approached her nicely and now you're making it weird.
He's making it weird.
Precious, I'm
hi.
talking to you.
Hi. Oh my god, she called me Precious. I love that.
She's not that precious.
Hi. And I
Hi.
elbow Jarvis. Hi.
What's your name?
Nova. And you?
You can call me Jazz.
Jazz? Like the type of music?
Jazz, that's a pretty name. My name starts with a J too, Jarvis. And my name's Jarvis. And he reaches out his hand again.
Oh my god. And I'm like, stop while your head, buddy.
Thank you. That's really kind of you.
Jarvis and Jazz. It's cool. That goes together.
Oh my god.
Again, I didn't catch your name.
Her name's Nova.
Nova.
She's not that interesting.
She's not talking to you.
Jarvis.
You hear Isaac go, "Hey, Jarvis, what's her name? What's her name?"
Jarvis, what's her name?
Her name's Nunya, and Jarvis just
Her name?
spreads his wings out and kind of blocks her view of Isaac.
He goes, "Listen, I'm not trying to be weird here. I was just trying to ask. You're new to the city, right?"
Yes.
Yeah, we're new here. Yeah. How about you?
Ignore
I
him.
can tell. It's one of those things where you just when something precious catches your eye, you guys need a place. Are you looking? Do you have?
Yeah,
she,
we need a
looks over at
place.
The field of trying. She's like, Are you new? Like,
Yeah, we're new.
New.
I mean, we're new. Yes.
We'll be in your place.
she goes, Again, I don't know what you're thinking I'm coming across here.
I'm not your daddy.
I'm your baby's daddy.
I'm not your baby's daddy. I'm gonna be. And then he just goes,
You both. I can't.
"My name's Jarvis."
I can't do this.
And he
right
reaches
now.
his hand out for the third time to shake her hand.
Oh my god. Now you're getting pathetic.
She goes, I'm staying in there tonight.
What is that?
She's pointing to the field.
She's
The
pointing.
field
She's
of
pointing the field. Yeah,
How?
I mean we can. Yeah, we got
But
it.
how
We're in
would
there.
you get us in?
We have to just wait until there's no guards around, and then we can just go through.
I'm cool
the
with waiting
sewer.
until those.
And
no
she points
dark
down
guards
into
are
the sewer below, and just takes you right up.
on. Oh,
Oh, that's cool.
hey, that's sneaky of you. Ooh, I like that. Jazzy. Ooh.
Isaac goes, "Tell Nunya I'm Isaac."
Yeah, his name's Isaac.
This is Isaac. This is Jarvis.
My name's Jarvis.
Is awkward.
For the fourth time, he reaches his hand out to shake her hand.
He is very awkward. He doesn't
takes his
understand
hand,
social
or takes
cues.
her hand and goes over to Nova's hand and like grabs her hand.
Nice to meet you. I literally reach across Jarvis's arm so that I can shake her hand.
And she just holds it and locks eyes to you for just a hot second. If you want, I can help you get through. If you need, do you need?
Hey, you got a thing against bird folk?
Can you got a thing for birds?
You shoot a shot, man.
Can I like?
She's
can I do
clearly
like?
a butch.
Can I like insight check anything? Because like obviously like we had the whole thing where like
Just say
the
you want to
people-
insight check and roll the
But
insight
that's what I'm
check.
s-
That's how that works.
You can keep talking, Jess. Keep talking.
Thank you. I'm just saying like
Her name's Jazz.
because he loves jazz, so this is perfect. The idea of like how we've been. I'm trying to talk and I need to be able to see Steven stop zooming in on her face. Oh my god, that's blown up. It's blown up for the internet to see forever.
Okay, go ahead.
The idea of like I'm kind of wary because we're in the place where we're trying to save people who are kind of interesting looking like us that are going into like trade with Appleback. So
Hey, speak
like
for yourself.
oh my Jesus Christ. So I'm just kind of a little wary of like who to trust.
You mean weary.
Can I roll an insight check, please? Thank you. 14 plus 4, 18.
She's indeed.
Yeah. So you get a sense that she's like smoke.
She's
She's
what?
She's like Like smoke. Like she's very mysterious. She's very calm, collected. She's not like trying to throw you under the bus at all.
Is she a lesbian?
I put
with
on my
that roll,
paper,
Nova,
likes
you're
me.
getting some. She's just a little bit more interested in you.
Which makes me nervous. But if it means we'll have a place to sleep, I may risk it for the biscuit.
What? So you said what? What did you get it also? A 19?
An 18.
An 18? Yeah. With that, I mean that's pretty much what she's all about. She's just like she does look a little bit like she's a little rough around the edges too. Like she looks like she's not super clean cut,
Okay.
but she does.
No, she's clean
She
cut,
looks
alright.
like she. I'll say this too. She looks like she can put up a front if she needs to.
A front?
She can put up a front.
Yeah. I got no problem with that.
She goes, how many? There's just you three?
And, and obviously I have a donkey.
We have a donkey. His name's Clark Kwan.
I have a donkey. His name's Clark
He's pretty
Kwan.
cute. You like animals? I'm an animal.
Not particularly, but like I said, if
You'd
you're gonna
love
try
Clark
to get
Kwan.
him in, it's not gonna work. Yeah.
So, like, is there somewhere I can put him where he'll be safe?
I mean,
Can you please stop wiggling the screen?
I feel like maybe she knows of a safe space. I'll go with her. Drop Clark
she
Kwan
goes.
off somewhere.
I mean, you could at this point, the Song Hon Humble.
What the heck?
That's right behind the field. It's where all the main guarding statues end up going if they ever need any fixings or any. Most of them are hosted there, like their magic abilities.
Before you continue, what is with the statue thing? What
You're
the?
new.
Yeah.
Yeah, the statues are a matter of.
Jarvis feels invisible and he walks back to the cart.
Oh.
The statues are another necessary eyes and hands on the city. They are. We have a couple different arcane specialists in the city that not only do some protecting, but they also can teach. So, I mean,
Intrigue.
one of the main ones is the. Let me pull this up here real quick.
Jarvis gets back to the cart and he sits in
One of the
cart.
main one is the Black Staff Tower. That's for arcane apprentices. Sort of the foundational arcane tower of the city. But there's others. Isaac looks at you and goes, dude, I love that name. Nanya?
I love that he thinks her name is Nanya.
Bro, her name is Jazz and she's definitely into girls.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, we both like the same thing then.
It doesn't work that. Oh my god.
What?
Huh?
So, I mean, you can park him back out there if you want.
She like gives me such weird vibes. I'm like slightly uncomfortable.
I'm trying really hard to play this.
I'm aware. So like how do we go about this? Like you say that we have to wait for guards. When does that happen? I have to meet someone at the Bardtail Tavern at dusk. So she's like she knows that like she's just trying to stick to business. She's trying to be strictly business, but
Lord's Tail
Not be
Tavern, I'm not really allowed there anymore. I'd say I'd join you, but can't really get there.
I mean, could you like guide us there?
Sure, absolutely,
Oh, okay.
absolutely.
That's nice.
As a matter of fact, what I'll do is I'll wait here for you and the rest of them, and after you're done with the Bard's Tail Tavern, I'll wait here and I'll make sure that we can get you to sleep at night.
I'm so creeped out right now. I'm like so nervous. But yeah, sure, that sounds great. Let me go tell the boys.
Okay.
And she like swiftly turns around. She's like, I don't know what's happening. And she like walks over, like she's like scuttling over to the boys because I'm sure they're talking about her because it's hilarious.
What's she smell like? Does she smell good? She looks like she smells pretty.
She does smell pretty. I could have told you that. She's definitely a lesbian.
What do I
But
smell like?
You're like a fucking bird. You don't really smell, do you?
What do I smell like? Do I smell pretty?
I can smell that you smell like shit.
We can smell you. I mean, we've smelled you before.
What?
That's not the point. Her name
No,
is Janice.
no,
She's
no.
not interested in us. We got peckers.
You got 2.
What?
You have 2? That's a story.
So what are you doing?
So she said that she can get us over to the tavern. She also said that she could get us into the Field of Triumph to be able to sleep. She also told us that we could go park Glarquan in the cart behind where they fix the statues.
I don't know that we should trust her.
Why? Because she's not into you?
At the moment you say that, she's on the cart already, sitting there, and she's like, I really wouldn't trust me either, I think.
What the shit?
How the hell did you get up
Get
there?
over there so fast.
I walked.
You didn't
Just
walk.
But you're quiet.
If you're not paying attention.
But you're quiet. What are your specialties? What do you do around here, if you don't mind me asking? You say you're not allowed at the tavern anymore, so.
Hangs out in alleyways, waiting for tieflings to walk by.
That's on a good day.
He's so sad.
Let's get out
On
of
a
here.
bad day, it's one of those that are you try not to get seen, try not to be heard, and
You live in the shadows. So does he.
oh, that sounds lovely for you.
God, she's so mean. Like, she's so cold to you. I'm so sorry, buddy.
Anyway, like I said, if I can take you to the Bard's Tale Tavern now, or
What time is it?
if you got some other things you got to do, I can meet you at a certain place and then get you over there, or and then get you back home, whatever you want.
What time is it?
I don't know. I think there's another tiefling that you might be able to bother.
Shut your pie hole.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to bother. Am I bothering you?
No.
She looks over you, Nova. Oh,
No. I mean,
didn't mean to.
I'm interested. Why
She
do
wasn't
why do you
invited into
find
the
me-
cart.
Why do you find me interesting in particular?
She should get out of the cart.
I don't think you should get out of the cart, by the way.
Isaac's like, stay in the cart.
I appreciate your level of kindness, and I appreciate that you're willing to support us. And he hits you, Jarvis.
Dude, I told you she likes girls.
Can I?
That's not a problem for me.
I want to ask. Does Isaac have 2 parts? Does he have both parts? Is that why he doesn't care? Something we may learn about Isaac.
She's like,
LGBTQI
listen,
plus.
My question is, what is so special about me? Is it like my race? What is it?
what do you- I don't understand
like
what you're
made
asking.
you pick me out of all of these people, especially over him?
What she's asking is why you didn't shake my hand, why you're only interested in talking to her, why I'm sitting here right now and I still feel like I'm invisible.
Oh, poor baby.
That's what she's asking you. You can answer the question. You don't have to
sorry
answer the
that-
question.
I'm so sorry that you didn't get enough attention.
He'll be okay. He'll live through it.
I think he will be.
Could you? What's?
As you can see, you were in my line of vision, and
That's bullshit. You're skirting the question like a
Sometimes-
press secretary.
sometimes when I see something I like, I cannot get over it.
What do you like in particular? Is it my white hair or my purple skin?
If you knew how bad her farts smelled, you wouldn't be around.
First off, please ignore him.
She hops off and she goes, "Well, if you're interested, I can help.
We're not. You can
I
take
would
your
like-
daggers somewhere else.
I'm gonna go get some food. And just find me around here in a little bit. And otherwise, you're on your own. And she walks away. She goes, "Bye, Nova."
It'll be easy to lose you in a crowd.
I'm literally, as soon as she turns her back, I grab. Do you wear like a chest piece or anything? Do you wear anything on the top, or are you just feathers?
As soon as she turns around and goes, "Oh, where'd she go? I can't see her."
Do you wear anything on your person, on your torso?
I don't know. Do I? Check your notes.
I'm not going all the way back to the beginning to read my notes when you're sitting right here.
Yes, he wears like a whole garb of fucking linens and stuff.
I literally am going to grab him by his chest. I'm gonna be like, listen here, buddy.
Hey, stop! You're ruffling my feathers.
I don't care. And then she like noogies his head. Like,
Stop it.
I don't
Isaac-
care.
Yeah, and Isaac goes, "Hey, don't act like kids now."
Listen, I need to act like one because it's the only way he'll listen to me. So, I need you to stop doing whatever you're doing because we may have a guide around the town.
She ain't no guide.
She ain't no guide. Now you're mocking Isaac. What's going on?
I don't. Yeah,
what the
because
fuck?
he's rubbing off on me a little bit. Okay, sorry. Shit.
Is that how I sound? Listen, what's the goal? As a party, I think we'll just end here. I think this is just where we'll end.
Bickering.
I lost
over
her.
Jazz.
Where'd she go? I don't know where she is. I'm not sure, Daddy.
Your baby's dead.
I'm not sure, baby's Daddy.
Move your chair. You're on my blanket.